You also want to, guys, this Houston Sports Talk back in the video today, and we're going to be talking about the San Antonio Spurs potentially trading Jeremy Sochan to the Phoenix Suns. I find this whole thing interesting because Jeremy Sochan, the reason we're talking about this, Jeremy Sochan just posted something on Instagram story of him in Phoenix, Arizona, where the Suns play off, obviously, and he's in the car driving in Phoenix, Arizona, as it's listed on the Instagram story. And in the car, there are a bunch of bags packed, and he's either with some friends or some family members in the car. It just looks like, okay, well, I wouldn't think it would be suspicious if he was just in a car in Phoenix, Arizona. Like, Phoenix, let's not act like Phoenix is this place where no one goes there. You're only going to go there if you're going to play basketball there. Arizona and Phoenix are a very popular place, and wouldn't be surprised if there are other NBA players who might not be playing in Phoenix or other people in the world that are going to Phoenix. So let's not rule out that he might just be in Phoenix, but the bags packed behind him is what really makes you think and wonder, is with the bags packed, especially with all the trade rumors of the Spurs and the Suns and Jeremy Sochan. But the thing that confused me was there was this report about the Spurs. The Suns wanted this package from the Spurs, and then the Spurs counteroffered. And they tried to keep Jeremy Sochan out of the deal. It was like Devin Vassell, Harrison Barnes, and I think it was like the Spurs wanted like Sochan, Vassell, and Barnes. And then it was also one other player they wanted in return. I think it was, I want to say it was Keldon. It might have been Keldon Johnson. And then the Spurs counteroffered, and this was a report. I don't know how honest it is. I don't know how honest the report was. But it was Devin Vassell, Sochan, and Barnes, and Keldon Johnson, and then the Spurs counteroffered, taking Sochan out of the deal. It was also reported that the Suns in this reported deal that they came up with to the Spurs wanted pick 14 and 2 future first round picks, and in the counteroffer the Spurs only offered pick 14 and no future first round picks. So the Spurs took out the 2, future first round picks and Sochan. And now you see Sochan, in Phoenix with a bunch of bags in a car. So I don't know, what a deal would look like if Sochan is back in it. Who might come out in that deal? Could it be potentially Jeremy Sochan? This is the deal I looked at. Maybe Jeremy Sochan with Malachi Branham and who'd be a salary filler, but Harrison Barnes and Keldon Johnson with Jeremy Sochan. But I think maybe if you're the Suns, I think I'd ask for Devin Vassell. So maybe Devin Vassell, Jeremy Sochan, and Harrison Barnes, and no Keldon Johnson, and pick 14 and 1 future first round pick potentially. I don't know. Sochan this year averaged 11.5 points per game with 6.5 rebounds per game, 2.4 assists per game. He's a very solid defensive player as well. So he'd be a solid addition for the Suns, but I think the terms of the deal is what would be confusing, because you don't think that the Spurs would give up all of Barnes, Sochan, Keldon Johnson, and Devin Vassell. To me, it seems like Harrison Barnes would 100% be in the deal. He's a big contract. The Spurs would probably not want on their roster if Kevin Durant's on the team. Sochan looks like he might be in the deal, especially with his most recent Instagram post. So Sochan and Barnes are in the deal. I think it would be who's in the deal and who's not in the deal out of Keldon Johnson and Devin Vassell. Does Vassell join Sochan and Barnes in Phoenix, or does Keldon Johnson join them? I think if the Suns take Keldon Johnson instead of Devin Vassell, the Suns could probably get better draft picks than if they were taking Devin Vassell over Keldon Johnson. Let me know your thoughts on the potential trade in the comment section, and peace out.